The United States and China are locked in a bitter trade war. Tensions have reached a fever pitch. In April 2025, the conflict escalated dramatically. This trade war is, honestly, a big deal. It affects everyone, from farmers to tech giants. The global economy is on edge. The United States and China are the world's two largest economies. They're also major trading partners, but their relationship is, really strained. Both sides accuse each other of unfair trade practices. The stakes are incredibly high. This trade war has been brewing for years, but recent events have just made things much worse. The conflict has far-reaching consequences. It's a complex situation with, honestly, no easy answers. The United States fired the first shot, slapping heavy tariffs on Chinese goods. Tariffs are kind of like taxes on imports. They make foreign products more expensive. The United States hopes this will protect American businesses and jobs. China retaliated immediately. It imposed its own tariffs on United States goods. China targeted key American exports like soybeans and cars. This hurts American businesses and farmers. These tariffs are having a real impact. They're driving up prices for consumers. Businesses are struggling to cope with the uncertainty. The trade war is creating a lot of economic anxiety. The United States argues that China steals intellectual property. It also accuses China of manipulating its currency. China denies these allegations. It says the United States is just being protectionist. China has another weapon in its arsenal: rare earth minerals. These minerals are vital for high-tech industries. They're used in smartphones, electric cars, and even weapons systems. China controls the vast majority of the world's rare earth production. It has imposed new restrictions on exports of these critical minerals. This is a major concern for the United States and other countries. The United States is heavily reliant on China for rare earths. These minerals are essential for many American industries. China's restrictions could disrupt supply chains and drive up prices. The United States is trying to find alternative sources of rare earths, but it's going to take time to develop these sources. In the meantime, China has significant leverage. The United States and China are trying to negotiate a solution, but so far talks have been unproductive. Both sides are digging in their heels. United States officials claim that progress is being made, but China denies these claims. The two sides can't even agree on what is being discussed. China is demanding respect and equality. It wants the United States to treat it as an equal partner. The United States says it wants fair trade, not a trade war. There is, honestly, a lot of mistrust between the two sides. The war of words is escalating. It's unclear how or when this trade war will end. The trade war is having a devastating impact on some American companies. Boeing, the aircraft manufacturer, is a prime example. Chinese airlines have canceled billions of dollars worth of Boeing orders. They're turning to Airbus, Boeing's European rival. This is a major blow to Boeing and its workers, but, Boeing isn't the only company feeling the pain. American farmers are also hurting. China was once a major buyer of American soybeans, but now, those sales have really plummeted. The trade war is creating a lot of uncertainty for businesses. Companies are delaying investments and putting off hiring. This is just bad news for the economy. The trade war is having a ripple effect throughout the global economy. Inflation is rising, job growth is slowing, and, investors are nervous. The tariffs are driving up the cost of goods. This is hurting consumers, who are paying more for everything from groceries to electronics. Businesses are also facing higher costs. The trade war is creating uncertainty and disrupting supply chains. This is making it difficult for businesses to plan for the future. As a result, companies are pulling back on investment and hiring. Economists are warning of a potential global recession. The trade war is a major drag on economic growth. It's a lose-lose situation for everyone involved. The rest of the world is watching the United States-China trade war with growing concern. The European Union has called for a de-escalation of tensions. Other countries are trying to stay out of the crossfire, but the trade war is having a global impact. It's disrupting supply chains and creating uncertainty in the global economy. Some countries see an opportunity in the trade war. They are hoping to benefit from the trade diversions. But overall, the trade war is bad news for the global economy. The International Monetary Fund has warned that the trade war is a threat to global growth. The world is hoping for a quick resolution, but that seems unlikely at this point. The United States-China trade war isn't just an abstract economic issue, it's having a real impact on the lives of everyday Americans. Remember those tariffs? They are driving up the prices of many consumer goods. Everything from iPhones to clothing to cars is getting more expensive. American farmers are also feeling the pain. China was a major buyer of American soybeans. Now those sales have dried up. Farmers are struggling to stay afloat. The trade war is also affecting the job market. Companies are delaying investments and putting off hiring due to the uncertainty. This is bad news for workers. The stakes are high. The United States-China trade war is a complex issue with no easy answers. Both sides have legitimate grievances. But the costs of this conflict are mounting. Consumers are paying higher prices, businesses are struggling, and the global economy is at risk. It's unclear who, if anyone, is winning this trade war. One thing is for sure, everyone is losing in this trade war. It's time for the United States and China to put aside their differences and find a solution. The stakes are simply too high. Like and subscribe for more.